We're here at the commercial fishing pier in Portland, and there's a guy who wants to talk to us. Holy, don't die.
You let him on the boat?
Yeah, then you come down.
Sweet.
Want to go down, go straight down. I open the door, you'll actually be able to see right into my fish hole.
It smells bad.
How you doing?
Good, your name's Matt, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm Ezekiel. That's Lucas.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So this is the ice pumping?
This is.
Hey. How many pounds of ice are needed on this thing?
We put on 20, 25 tons.
Tons? Whoa.
What we do is we make beds. So like right beside you, see how it's just a layer of ice? We pack them in a couple layers high, pack ice on top, and just keep doing it right up to the ceiling. Yeah. That was pretty good. A couple months back, they had 175,000 pounds on here. They had the whole fish hole filled right up to the top. All the whole deck, everything.
What's it like being on the boat for 8 days in a row?
Long. You miss your family, you know, but you do what you gotta do. You got a thing for the ocean. It's always been a part of me in my blood. I've fished for 22 years.
It's tough. We run 24 hours a day. If need be, sometimes these guys don't get sleep for days, you know. It's tough on the family, it's tough on the crew because they're never home. But the people that love the job, love the ocean and the water and the fish, and they just do their thing. And they're out there because they love it, and it does provide, a little less so than it used to, but it's a good job. Especially for guys like us that can't really do office work, you know what I mean? I try and stick me in an office in 9 to 5, it's just not gonna happen. That's what it looks like when I go fishing. I'm looking for edges, humps, somewhere where I think the fish would be. And sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. But when they are, we do very good. I didn't want to be a captain. I didn't want the headache. I'm 40, I've been on deck since I was 12. I've never seen the inside of a high school. I don't know what it looks like. School just wasn't for me. I grew up on an island, so if I missed the bus to school, I got to spend all day on the beach. My mother would lock me out, and I don't care, you know. And then that got into getting into trouble and yada yada. By the time I was 14, I had a permanent job on a commercial fishing vessel, and I just stayed. And I never left. I was comfortable on deck. I accept responsibility. Not only we gotta catch fish, we gotta make money and all that stuff, but if somebody gets hurt, if somebody does something stupid, if somebody that I don't know comes on the boat using drugs or something, all that, any of that, I take full responsibility of that. So if somebody falls over the boat or if they get hurt, you're taking responsibility of their souls.
How has that pressure felt as a captain?
Sucks. Like I said, my family went to Florida. I did not. The stress. I knew a captain years ago. He was 42. He had a heart attack right here, right in the wheel. I was on deck, stress killed him. Healthy guy, didn't smoke, didn't drink, worked out. Had a few bad trips, he got all stressed out, he had a heart attack, we were too far out, he didn't make it.
Move!
It's the ripple effect. If I go out and I don't catch fish, and I have a broker trip, that means, you know, my wife doesn't get money, my kids don't get what they want. You gotta think about the guy in the fish hole. I have 5 guys on the boat, they don't make any money. My buyers don't make money. The owners, now, you know, everybody's now short on the bills, and it's all my fault. 100%, no questions asked, my fault. You know, you gotta make a choice. You're gonna give up there, or you're gonna keep fishing. I can't give up. I just don't have it in me. And then on the other side of that, we go out and, you know, the guys make a ton of money and we have a good trip and everybody's happy. Then there's no feeling like it, you know, it's amazing. Everybody says the fish is declining. They're not declining, they're learning. They're spreading out. They don't group together like they used to. But there's still plenty of fish out there. Christ, I come in with 100,000 pounds every trip and I'm new. We go a little harder, we go longer. On our days off, these guys are here. You know, they go home overnight. They're here at 9 in the morning. We call it quits at 4 or 5, and that's a day off. We don't get paid for that, but the loyalty of the crew, they show up and they do it. And because of that, I get to fish. A home tour? Oh yeah, sure. So I have a very luxurious bathroom located right there. Usually I just take a leak off the side. Here's my closet space. Oh, it's very nice. Plenty of room in there. I got my fan because this room is super special. It's heated. It's a heated room because this is my exhaust. So when the boat's running, in here is about 110, 120 degrees. You touch my bed here, it's red hot. I have like a whatever expensive pillow top thing, it melts it. It's horrible. So horrible. But yeah, oh, and we got a little leak back here. I don't know if you can see where the wires are showing. We never really fixed that. Probably should have, because the exhaust comes through there. It hurts my throat.
Is it the luxury heated edition bedroom? Did you have to pay extra rent or no?
No, I just have to catch more fish. I spend most of my days, most of my time just like this. Because I'm short and I can't reach from the chair, so I have to stand. I'm like this, 24/7. This is where I'm at. It's horrible. I have the best posture ever. All right, this is where the guys eat, usually. We do have a cook. We have 4 guys on deck. We have a mate, an engineer, fish hole guy, and a cook. Freshwater works. We have a huge tank, but you can't really drink it or brush your teeth with it because there's a lot of rust in there, so I wouldn't recommend it. I'll take you through a typical cook. Come over here, preps his food, puts it on the stove, gets it all going nice and neat, and then I decide I want to make a hard turn. And there goes dinner. It happens about every other day. We're supposed to have rails around here, but we haven't got to that yet. So, looks like on the boat, you got a lot of stuff down here, a lot of gross stuff. But everything's in cans, so it's okay. I'm big on Spam. Our wonderful fridge doesn't stay shut because it's not made for a boat. So, we gotta tie it up, and then there's nothing in here. Oh, there is some stuff in here. There shouldn't be anything in here. But, cool. We'll be eating something later. A lot of guys don't do this and it swings open and the door breaks off. Happens all the time. That's why they always look new, but they're all beat up because they are new and all beat up. We have this wonderful AC unit that we installed myself. The guys sleep in here, as you can tell, they are slobby and messy. But that's normal. They'll have to come back and sleep in it again. So it's their bed. I mean, and yeah. Oh, look, here we go. glass light bulbs, because that's what you want in your closet on a boat. Safety first, but it's really not. It's fish, gear, and then safety. I need the fish, I need my gear back, and I gotta keep everybody safe. I'm more of a bucket upstairs kind of guy, because I know you can't see it on camera, but it stinks in here. There's no ventilation. You want to talk about like how you were saying the condensation and everything? Everybody hangs their wet, nasty clothes in here and then cranks the heater. So it dries off the clothes, but everything else gets left in like a nasty, wet thing. It's gross. Plus, this toilet's very beautiful. It's your regular standard RV toilet, but since it's been on a boat forever, the seals don't work, right? There's no rubber in there. So when you're out on the water and the boat's going like this 24/7, splishy splashy on your bum bum.
You guys set up stay awake for how long?
Depends. Usually we go like all day or all night, and they'll get like a 3-hour break, a 4-hour break, unless we get into the fish. If we're into the fish and we're putting them down good, they don't break. Could be 24 hours. After about 50, we have to shut down. Everybody's not even coherent anymore. You know what I mean? I have to shut down after that. We'll shut down for 4 or 5 hours. We'll go right back at it for another 50. I get maybe 3 hours every other night. I'll shut down for 3 hours just so I can get it if I have to. I've learned going 50, 60 hours straight is not good for your brain. By the end of 60 hours, and I take a 4-hour nap and we go another 60 hours, I'm a robot. We're just going through the motions. If anything complicated happens, I can't deal with it. There's a lot more rules, regulations, aggravations. We have observers now that come with us, but I don't disagree with it. I mean, we have to be regulated. That's what it is. Would we overfish? Yeah, we would. Are you kidding me? Give me free reign. I want all them fishies today. So it's good that we're regulated, but the way they use the information, I think, is wrong, outdated. Like with the haddock, that's a good example. Haddock 2 or 3 years ago, or whatever it was, they said there was no haddock up here. They cut us 80%. 80% overnight. Just a lot of these guys up here, these small boats around here, they live on Gulf of Maine haddock. You cut 80% of their intake, that's ridiculous. Ridiculous, unfair, stupid. And they did it, and half the people sold their boats and went under, and the next year they gave it all back. They gave half of it back, and they're giving the other half of it in a couple years to come. So in my eyes, they only took it to get rid of boats. They're trying to get rid of the small families. They've been doing it for years. They don't want boats like me, or the smaller boats out there doing day trips. They want a company with 17 processing ships that freeze and package and do all that stuff right on the boat. So it's easier for them to control, I think. Just for a regular job, if let's say I work 8 hours a day minus my lunch, there's still 14 hours left in that day. I know people like their home time and stuff, but guys like me and my guys, we see that 14 hours and go, what do we do now? You know what I mean? We still have 10 hours that we can work. Let's work. Let's make some money. Let's fix some stuff. And that's just how our brains go. Days, Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, doesn't matter. Holiday, doesn't matter. Birthdays, kids' birthdays, send them a text. Sorry, we just work. I have 4 kids. I saw one of them. They were all scheduled C-sections. I missed every one because of the boat. Trips went longer than expected or whatever. Oh my God, America. So yeah, let's say my dream was to be a captain. That's great. The American dream also, because it's America, I never get to leave the boat. You know what I mean? Taxes. My God, I'm self-employed. So I have to save up and pay my own taxes at the end of the year. Nobody taught me how to do that. Nobody taught me about investing or saving or taxes, or how about a retirement? I'm 40 years old. I have what's in my bank account. That's it. I don't get anything from anybody. You know what I mean? Social Security's a joke. You get a young guy who says, oh, I want to fish and buy a house and have a wife and a girlfriend and kids. That's good. That's awesome. You're not going to be able to do both. I tried. I have a wife and a family and kids. I never see them. I haven't seen my kids in 2 months. It's just the way the boat is. So that's the American dream. The American dream is make as much money as you can, but it's going to cost you everything else. Everything else. You can either have a good life, a happy life, and be broke. Maybe some people can do both. I haven't figured that out. I know how to either be home and happy and not have much, or provide where they can have pretty much, within reason, whatever they want. But I have to be here doing this. There was no family money, or I'm not gonna ever win the lottery. It's not gonna happen. It don't happen to people like me. Just grind it out. And the more hours we put in, the more money we make, the better my kid's life is. So I put that to the test. If there's 24 hours in a day, I wanna work 20 of them. I think I could have been taught better. More about family and responsibility and less about what's in your pocket, I think. When I grew up, then nobody told me about any, oh, you want land, buy land. Nobody told me to buy land. I bought drugs because everybody said party and have a good time. So that's what we did. Should have bought land. But, I didn't know. Nobody told me. Misinformed by the misinformed, I think is what they say,